what's going on? It's a Block Bull right about now, bringing you the latest episode to the channel. Now, today we're going to focus on some of the crypto charts over here. We're going to take a look at some of the ISO tokens, XRP, XDC, and also XLM as well. So we do have this tweet as well. Lord Davis here is obviously covering the FOMC minutes dropping today at 2 p.m. ET today. Even a hint of rate cuts could send the markets. On the other hand, even a hint of hawkishness from Powell would be enough for markets to nuke. Either way, brace for volatility. So we're going to see some explosive moves according to Lord Davis. Now, we know anytime there is any sort of Fed meetings, etc., or, for example, like the FOMC minutes, there is some volatility to a certain degree on the sort of smaller timeframes, but I don't expect to sort of 5-10x your money. Do you know what I'm saying? So without further ado, let's dive into the charts, see where we're heading. So currently XRP is trading very, very low in comparison to sort of recent days. We was trading up here around $3.36, I believe, and this was in the sort of Saturday, 9th of August, 10th of August. However, since then, we are currently trading at approximately $2.89 there on the dollar. So it looks as if, for me personally, I do believe there is a bull pennant, but these can break down because these aren't the strongest in terms of the probabilities. As we know over here on the channel, many times bull pennants have broken down. Now, like I say, some articles stipulate that bull pennants have a 65% chance of breaking to the upside, where in some other articles, bull pennants only successfully move and break to the upside in 54% of sort of breakout scenarios. Okay, so yeah, there is a slight edge that XRP will probably sort of run in towards this sort of apex here, but this apex isn't coming in up until sort of beginning of September on this sort of daily time frame. So yes, we may get a pop to the upside, and that could potentially lead us to about $3.11, depending if there is good news over here with Jerome Powell and the FOMC minutes. Now, if we go back over to the charts, let's take a look at other charts to do with ISO tokens. So let's see if you can dig out XDC here. So XDC, got my previous TA up here where I was highlighting we was running into resistance up at that red line, and XDC continues to respect this sort of red trend line, so that is acting as resistance. We have got the blue line down here. This is a 200-day moving average, so I wouldn't be surprised if the 200-day moving average comes into play, and at that point I would be backing the truck up to actually accumulate XDC. I do believe XDC network is one of the best, well, it's the most undervalued cryptos out there in terms of the ISO 222 basket. So XDC for me is a phenomenal price right now. And if you do get it, like I say, at the 200-day moving average, which is around 7 cents, 7.5 cents, that is a phenomenal buy. Again, it can come a little bit lower than that 200-day moving average, but anything below 7.5 cents, I would literally just be taking nibbles out of this particular asset until it gets down to this sort of yellow line. I would expect a strong bounce around sort of 7 cents leading into September. So that is XDC looking very, very good, but in the short term, not too good. Again, XRP can rally up to about $3.10, as we were saying, $3.13, somewhere along those lines. However, there is still a chance that we can break lower. So again, we're just waiting for clarity now. We don't need all the answers at all times. Sometimes you just got to sit on your hands and wait for these markets to sort of develop, for the markets to actually tip their hand, and then obviously give you a clear indication in which direction these markets are going to go. If we just take a look at XLM now, sort of you heavily invested in crypto right now, you need the best tools at your disposal. So why not consider joining the crypto Discord, which features AI technology, covering all of your favorite and the most popular cryptos out there. Key features would include the AI crypto data, the metrics, the trade setups, price targets, heat maps, technical indicators, the traders lounge, and much more. Take advantage of your free trial today. Link below in the description. Again, let's just filter through the symbol and then we can get XLM up here. So XLM was looking really bullish now. So if we just scroll out here onto the sort of daily time frame, again, we've got this blue sort of moving average working its way through. That is a 200-day moving average. So we're still not outside of the woods yet. As you can see, we've got the white trend line coming in. That is marking sort of macro structure. So it's not until XLM breaks these sort of prices up at around sort of 45 cents. Until we break 45 cents, there's nothing to really get excited about in terms of the markets. XLM, XRP, very, very strongly correlated. Once XRP moves, XLM moves, and vice versa. Within a couple of days. XDC, I wouldn't say it's correlated. However, the ISO baskets do tend to move together. XRP and XLM have obviously been the standout token since US elections, since back down here actually, like I say, the sort of 5th of November, before we took that massive trajectory to the upside, to rally up. Let's just take a look at the gains there for XLM. So look at that, 589. If you are a conspiratory. However, that does mainly apply to XRP, not necessarily XLM. However, we're still up from these sort of recent lows back in sort of July. Crypto holders that are holding Stellar Lumens are up around 62%. However, like I say, we have got this marked out, this sort of bull flag here. We had the flagpole here, marking out that sort of surge from sort of July lows. And then we come up, it hits our head upon resistance, and we've been trading inside this sort of bull flag. We broke outside of the resistance right here, and potentially we are again in sort of no man's land. So are we going to crack this white resistance? If it is, I do expect fireworks, because XLM will probably be taking out all-time highs fairly quickly once this white line does breach successfully. We could see a fake out. Again, the possibilities are endless, guys. So we're neither here nor there. Again, the market is probably a little bit uncertain with the minutes as well to see what unfolds now. So this video, by the time you see it, these cryptos have probably moved in one direction or the other. Okay, so yeah, that is Stellar Lumens. Let's take a look at XDC as well. XDC is down here. We've already taken a look at XDC as well, so no need to cover that. VRA. Let's take a cheeky look at this bonus as well. I know it's not ISO in that ISO basket. However, this is a strong pick for me personally and the Discord members, because this is absolutely massive. And I'm going to just show you guys the sort of potential here. So we just scroll out onto this sort of weekly time frame. Again, we can actually use these sort of all-time closes down here. And we do have also this all-time high up here, which was marked out around sort of November of 2021. We have been coming down. We have had fake outs along the way. Again, I'm just going to simplify this chart here so you guys can see. We have had a numerous amounts of fake outs. We had this first fake out up here. Yeah, you just got to be very, very careful. So that was the first fake out. We've got a second fake out, and all we're looking to do is break out and retest successfully. So these retests haven't been successful because they've been falling down. Again, we got some sort of fake out there. Again, we've capitulated underneath that sort of top yellow line. We've retested the bottom there. So for me, we are coming into some sort of apex coming into around the 17th of September. This is a weekly chart. So this is why it's falling on a Monday, the 22nd of September, as opposed to the 17th. And you can see the apex there. So I do expect some massive moves sort of going into September. Now, I'm not saying it's all going to move on the 17th of September. It could happen beforehand. It could happen when these FOMC minutes get released, because obviously that will give us an insight as to where the sort of the Federal Reserve see the markets moving in the sort of near term, well, especially heading into that Fed meeting next month, guys. So it's very, very exciting. Again, no clear indication just yet. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and then I can keep you guys informed with any sort of decisions and major market moves over here in the charts, guys. Anyway, I've been the Block Bull. Until next time, the Block Bull is over and out.